Wow, it's a bit mad this, isn't it? Just read a piece in The Guardian. So they're going to be, our government's going to put 50 million into dimming the sunlight. So geoengineering, you know, we've heard about this geoengineering before. If you talk about geoengineering with some people, you are a conspiracy theorist, don't forget. But I think geoengineering is something that's happening in some parts of the world. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, I'm a realist. And what's the difference between a conspiracy theory and reality? About 6 to 12 months usually. Get where I'm going? So, this geoengineering is going to be sending some kind of, I don't know, some plume of something to reflect the sun as not to hit direct sunlight onto Earth. Well, we need sunlight for photosynthesis, we need sunlight for so much life. Without sunlight, so why do we need to dim it? Why do we play with nature? Why do we play with the environment? It's just, do you know what? This world is full of clowns. And I remember an old farmer telling me years and years ago, he said, an ounce of common sense is better than any Oxford or Cambridge education. And do you know what? But the more I listen and the more I learn, the more I think there isn't any common sense in our governments, in our multinational corporations. It's all about the cash, it's all about the money, it's all about the control. Control the food, control the people, control the weather. You know, you can control everything we grow. I think it really needs to be looked at. I think we need to stand up as a society and say, no, we don't want this. I did never vote for anything like this. I never asked for anything like this. You know, I wouldn't want to be part of anything like this. I want nature to do its own thing. Yeah, I'm a farmer, I produce food, but this makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. And we need to ask questions, definitely, to our governments and to our world leaders, because I don't think this is just a UK problem. I've got a funny feeling Mr. Gates is involved somewhere as well. Well, where there's money, there's multinationals. There's always smell of rats.
In control of the solar system. And that's why Bill Gates is now backing something called sun-dimming technology, eliminate dust into the atmosphere.
Bill Gates is backing the first high-altitude experiment of one radical climate change solution, creating a massive chemical cloud that could cool the Earth. It's called solar geoengineering, and it's highly controversial. It would look something like this. Thousands of planes would fly very high and use nozzles to inject millions of tons of light-reflecting particles into the stratosphere. It would create a thin chemical cloud of those particles around the whole planet, blocking some sunlight from reaching the surface. It would mimic a giant volcanic eruption, which we know cools the Earth.
Now, just to restate,